Subscribe to dragmotoxboss. It's very easy. You can always subscribe at any time. My goal is 1.5k subscribers by October 1st. If I hit 1.5k subscribers, I will see how much money I can make in Lumber Tycoon 2 after 6 hours. So subscribe! Oh my goodness, there's some really exciting news that I have to share. What is going on? Oh, Bentley just said I'm alright. Before he left the game. Alright, but anyways, I have some really exciting news to share with all of you, alright? And that is that something that used to be in my life has pretty much resurfaced in my life, alright? And, I'll explain. It's about Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. You read the freaking title, alright? So, here's the thing. In September, I was just sitting there, I was streaming, I'm like realizing, I'm starting to hit an all-time, not all-time low. I literally just recorded the last video where I said I'm at an all-time low for this, I'm at an all-time low for that, so I'm used to saying all-time low. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that September is a dry month for me, and in terms of that, whenever I say dry, I mean boring month. That's what I mean by that. A very boring month for me, because I'm just kind of waiting around for stock-up season, and not really much happens. I mean, the marching band season's going on. I do have to say, this September was a lot quicker than last September, because last September, I was constantly counting down the days. This September, I went through some emotional stuff. I mean, my favorite manager literally quit from the place I work at, too, and, just a bunch of crap has just been happening, and especially with what I'm going to talk about in this video today, which will definitely speed this up. My Discord server also got hacked into, and I have to recreate my Discord server. There is just a lot of just lore kicking off everywhere. I'm also realizing that, I'm way more confident than I thought I was, and I've just become turned into this, really confident beast somehow. It's crazy. It's just, I don't even understand how this much stuff has happened. I do remember in February of 2023, a bunch of stuff also happened in that month too. So, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 is a Plants vs. Zombies game that's kind of like a Modern Warfare type game or something like, I think it's like Modern Warfare. It's like a Call of Duty type of game, something like that, alright? But it's with plants and zombies. It's more PG and yeah, I know the Plants and the Zombies version kind of is just it could be goofy sometimes to some people, but to me, I'd much prefer that, because a type of game where it's actually Call of Duty, I would not prefer that. I'd much rather the goofier and the funner looking, plants and zombies and stuff. That's what I would prefer. Anyways, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 is a game I played a long time ago. Well, here's how it started. Years ago, I had an Xbox that could not support Garden Warfare 2, but could support Garden Warfare Original. Garden Warfare 1 is what people like to call it, which is a game that released in 2014. I saw it and I'm like, ooh, Plants vs. Zombies, because I like playing Plants vs. I like the normal Plants vs. Zombies, so I wanted to try it out, and oh my goodness, I loved that game so much. I did not expect it to be as good as it was. It's one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life, alright? And then eventually I got a better Xbox, and then I got Garden Warfare 2, and there's so many more things, and Garden Warfare 2 is just the step up and the better version of Garden Warfare 1. I mean, literally, there's a leveling up system with, every single different specific character that you can specifically level up. I love that feature so much, alright? I find it kind of silly that, in Garden Warfare 1, the coins are worth more than the coins in Garden Warfare 2. It's for example, in Garden Warfare 1, it was the currency is from a country that has a pretty strong currency, and then in Garden Warfare 2, it just moved to a country with weaker currency, alright? Kind of a funny joke I'm making here, alright? Maybe not, maybe a little sketchy. I still made the joke. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 is one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. I'm a type of person of where if you introduce me to new games, I probably will not play it for a while. I usually like to stick by a couple of games, alright? A game has to be really good, so good that I'll stick by it for so many years. If I stick by it for so many years, then the game's good. I'm basically a guy who just sticks around just a couple of games. It definitely saved me a bunch of money too, because normally kids would spend a bunch of money on just a bunch of games, alright? So yeah, that's a +2. No, not a +2 card in Uno. Get your head out of the Uno gutter here. We're not playing Uno. We're playing Lumber Tycoon 2, and you guys are watching me play Lumber Tycoon 2, so you guys are watching YouTube. Oh, shoot. I should have used the fry. Why was I using the end times axe for that? Goodness gracious. I need to get my head out of the freaking Uno gutter now, because I was just talking about that. I was talking about Uno. 2 seconds ago when I told you guys to get your head out of the Uno gutter. Technically, my head is now in the Uno gutter now. I randomly stopped playing Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 in the summer of 2019 because I started my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel, and it was different. I did a Koopa plush skit series when I first started the channel. So basically, I moved from Garden Warfare 2 to starting this YouTube channel out. Eventually, then I couldn't upload, and then I basically went back to Xbox or just gaming in general. I will tell you guys one thing. In 2019, I also had a Nintendo Switch. At first, I quit all gaming and just focused on my content. Then I kind of just started gaming on the Switch. I was gaming on the Switch for a while. I was hardly playing Xbox. I guess I really needed a break. I remember, like, before that summer started, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have so much fun with this ability for the summer. And then, because I got a new ability for, like, the foot soldier character. And then what ended up happening was I ended up not playing much Garden Warfare 2, which is pretty funny. But I'd like to note something else here. So in late 2019, I actually got a little bit back into Garden Warfare 2, and in early 2020. Well, actually, no, late 2019. Eventually, one day, I was playing Garden Warfare 2 with a friend, and they were saying, hey, I'm going to play Lumber Tycoon 2. And I'm like, wait, is that the game you can send money in? Because I played Lumber Tycoon 2 for a short amount of time in 2018, a very short amount of time, and I remember there's the feature of sending money. So then I was like, oh, yes, and I basically got into it just for the feature of sending money. And then the concept of there being presents and you being able to get them and you being able to sell them got me hooked into LT2, and then eventually got a little bit bored of it in 2020, but then I came back when I realized stock up season existed. The way people were talking about it is they were like saying, oh, there's probably not going to be a stock up season. No, there was. I mean, if there's probably going to be a stock up season this year. So like if those kids thought that, you know, LT2 was going to stop getting stock up season updates in 2020, early 2020, like, well, yeah, in 2020, yeah, they were far off. All right. So then basically I played a bunch of LT2. I remember in 2021, I ended up getting a laptop for school, and then I started playing Lumber Tycoon 2 on there. I remember I did one Lumber Tycoon 2 video in 2020 on my Xbox, and then I decided to do some more Lumber Tycoon 2 videos, and then that's how I really turned into the YouTuber I was now today. I mean, I started getting into gaming by doing JB Gaming. Well, now it's called JB Drag Gaming. I did like a bunch of games, and then eventually, you know, I started gaming on the laptop that's meant for school, not really meant for gaming, so it would be laggy. Like, those older videos are laggy. And I was less advanced at making content, so, you know, the way I made the content was a worse style too, unfortunately, but good thing I've gotten way better. I have years of experience being a YouTuber and the YouTuber I am in the style of content that I have. Vetley is probably like thinking, JB, why are you driving over the icewood? Because I'm lazy, Vetley. Goodness gracious. No, but really, it would be like a lot of work just to get all that icewood just moved. I kind of want to do a frostwood gathering video because I got sick of doing those other types of videos with just building the base. So I wanted to just do this. I mean, you guys would get less bored too. You know, you guys like when I get frostwood too, you know. But anyways, back to the topic here. So yeah, I just switched to LT2. You know, eventually I grew a fan base, and yeah. Now, for Xbox, which is what I had Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 on, you have to pay about $60 a year for, I think it's called Xbox Game Pass now, or something like that. It used to be called Xbox Live, all right? So therefore, I basically hardly played Garden Warfare 2 anymore. Because I couldn't play online, and I just basically shifted to LT2 on my PC. And I will say one thing here. I played Minecraft on console. I played Minecraft on my PC. Minecraft is just that one game where I just consistently just go to once in a while. It's just there. Kind of funny. It's just like a game I play sometimes that's just there for me once in a while, but not my primary game. My primary games, I feel like, are LT2 and Garden Warfare 2 more. Now, I will say one thing right here. In 2019, there was Battle for Neighborville that released, which completely ruined the Plants vs. Zombies franchise, I will say. All right. Now, I'm not going to explain all the things wrong with it, but there is so many things wrong with that game. I hate it so much. It's so terrible. So many people hate that game, too. I wish it never existed. And I hope that the PopCap, you know, considers making a Garden Warfare 3 based on the community's reaction to Battle for Neighborville. Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. What is Alex doing in the corner here? A scary skeleton. Alex, it's not Halloween yet. Do that in like a couple weeks and then you'll be good. Like, it's not October yet, you know? I've spent, you know, money on that game, on that account, and I would feel guilty, you know, rebuying the game. And I don't think this time around, me having Garden Warfare 2, I don't think I'm going to buy DLCs. If I do, then I will. Because there's something I realize. You will spend money sometimes, and sometimes you'll lose your money's worth. That's just how it is. I don't really care because it wasn't really that much money. And plus, I have a bunch, like multiple sources of income in my life in 2023, you know? I'm like not sitting on no cash. I actually have a little bit of cash that I'm sitting on. So if I'm going to get some DLCs, I might. Because, you know, most kids buy a bunch of games. They probably spend thousands of dollars on games throughout their entire life that I would have spent, but I did not because I hardly played other games. So think of that too. Anyways, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 was on sale, and it was a big synchronicity that I heard it was on sale because, you know, Cash Money Duck mentioned that, and I'm like thinking that's a huge synchronicity because I was just playing it a lot, and I was just getting back into Garden Warfare 2 on my Xbox because I was like during my break I literally promoted 7 characters to the next level. Well, one of them 2 levels up, like, well, ranks, not levels, ranks. Now, Garden Warfare 2 is on sale for $6 on Steam. You should buy it. It's a really fun game you could play with me. If you don't want to, that's completely fine. You also get a DLC included with it, Deluxe Edition. And don't worry, you have to fear, actually, worry. There's also plus tax, but I don't really think it should be that much. Well, taxes or whatever tax is, wherever you live, all right? So, yeah, there's going to be tax included. You always have to remember that, okay? But yeah, I've been playing it a bunch on stream. I actually recorded a video showcasing what you get from getting Deluxe Edition with the $6 deal of Garden Warfare 2 cheaper and Deluxe Edition with it because you get Deluxe Edition with it. And I might make some videos on it or some collabs, but it's really just a game where I'm just mostly going to stream, and I think I'll mostly stay to streaming it. In fact, there are quite a few Garden Warfare 2, I'd say Garden Warfare 2 fans that found me playing Garden Warfare 2 and basically subscribed to the channel because of it, and chat in the live stream chat, which is pretty awesome. All right. So Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 has now once again become part of my life, and I'm very happy for that. I mean, it is a big break in like the emotional year that I had this year, and especially, you know, the stuff I dealt with this past couple of weeks here. All right. But you know, now that that's mostly over, I should not really have to worry about it too much anymore. I can just sit here on my channel, enjoy Garden Warfare 2 for the last remaining couple of weeks before stock up season hits. Then once stock up season hits, I will completely not play Garden Warfare 2. My XP multiplier will go down, but I won't care. I will grind Lumber Tycoon 2. I will stock up so much. Don't worry, I'm still stocking up. I'm not going to let Garden Warfare 2 take me away from stocking up. I know I'm eventually going to get bored of it again, and I don't want to frickin', waste my time getting fun out of it when I could get fun out of stock up season, because it's like, if I get my fun out of Garden Warfare 2, then by the time I get bored of it, it won't be stock up season anymore, and I basically waste my time. But if I do stock up, then I will not be as nearly as bored of it, and then I'll be able to play it when there's nothing going on in January. Because I realized that, before getting Garden Warfare 2 again, it's going to be boring once again. Like, I'm sick of making door bridges and freaking selling items. I have to find something else to do. I was going to make a piggy map. I was going to, no, not make one. Work on my piggy map, Hilton High School, the abandoned high school in Piggy. It's a piggy custom map. I did work on it for one stream, but then I didn't work on it ever again because I was focused on LT2. So I might do a bunch of that stuff. What I think I'll do next year in LT2 is I'll work on building a door bridge to take you to Palmwood, and then eventually takes you to the Bluewood area, island area where Link's Logic is. Well, technically not an island. It will take a long time to build, but it'll be a really fun project. So basically, subject of this video, there's something new that has overtaken my life. Also, don't forget the Piggy Duo Run series with Ace of Spades. That's also going on too. I'm going to record some videos literally the same day I'm recording this video. So I'm going to record some videos of Ace of Spades. So I'm very happy that I'm also getting interested in Piggy, Lumber Tycoon 2, actually, I'm not really into that right now, but I will be into it once stock up season hits. I'm kind of slightly bored of it, but that's kind of understandable because I've been playing it all summer, all right? But we have Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 to keep me interested. Unfortunately, Risk, I've gotten bored of Risk, but I did play that a bunch in the summer. Like games like Pyrophobia. That one meme where, well, that one time to 18196 says a Pyrophobia just got me confused for a second. But anyways, yeah, I have Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Then I have, what did I say? I'm sometimes incompetent. I literally freaking forgot. Oh yeah, the Piggy Duo Run series. So I'm back into Piggy a little bit, but just for that Duo Run series. So at least I'll get a little bit of fun out of that now too. So therefore, this September won't be so dry. You know, I literally found something to do, and I'm glad. I literally missed 2 icewood trees. Astrolix did this. I'm so pissed off right now, but I don't really give a crap. I'm just gonna sell this. I'm done with the video. I'll save these for next video. I'm gonna hope that they still stay loaded in. I'm just gonna literally go get icewood, but only get like 1 or 2 trees, and probably small ones. You know, let me chop, yeah, up there so it doesn't deload. Hopefully it doesn't deload. Wait, does anyone realize that I literally just said that I'm bored of Lumber Tycoon 2 right now, but I'm literally playing Lumber Tycoon 2 in this video? Yeah, I literally just realized that. That is so stupid. Yeah, screw those damn ice trees. I got too many. I'm not recording another video right after this, but yeah, I'm not too bored to get icewood. That is, I will say that there. I actually can record icewood videos. I'm not too bored to do that, all right? Just other stuff, and I'll teach you I'm bored of.